with Josh, co-host and interviewer extraordinaire, and Lazito. Co-host and marketing mogul, Aaron Murphy. With appearances from special guest, Lucy. Welcome to Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us.
Can we all just take a moment to appreciate the fact that that intro went speedy, 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 and then slowed down right when it came to my introduction? Because that was my favorite part of that whole moment. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Twist Gaming. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your evening to come and hang out with us. Tonight is our Twitch Plays Middara, the Unintentional Malum, Act 1 interactive playthrough. If you are new to... If you are new to our show, you will not know that Rule 3 is a thing, and that tonight I came over and the board was all set up. Josh had everything laid out, and then since we've sat down, things have just gone to the hell in a handbasket. Hashtag professional streamers. So I say that because, oh, no, that one worked. If you are new to the interactive shows that we do, or specifically to the Middara show, go ahead and check out that link there. The way that this game works and the way that the show works is that you find folks at home are all group thinking. You are the Legion of Nightingale, and you're all playing as Nightingale. How do you interact with us on here? Well, most of the time it's going to be talking in chat with us and with your buddies about what kinds of moves to make with the character. Other times it's going to be for things like rolling dice. So you'll see that roll commands come up in chat and it'll say, hey, roll this color die, and then you'll do, I don't know, there's a button, and then you could do an exclamation mark roll still, right? Mm-hmm. Josh changes things a lot. And then all of your rolls will go into a pool. And look at that! You get a good die roll that doesn't kill me. I hope that 6 was supposed to be an attack, and then I just wasted it on an example. Other ways we will do interactivity is through polls and making decisions that way. But mostly, we're here to have you come hang out with us. You can think of this as us as like your game night. Your friends at the table. I'm sorry you have to be friends with Josh, too. He's like, he comes along with the package. Like, you meet somebody and they're really cool and they have that really weird friend and you're like, all right, can we hang out? And I was like, I have to bring my little brother along. That's Joshua. Did you just say something incredibly inappropriate?
I don't think it was inappropriate. I said I am the package.
Oh, that's fine. That's acceptable. All right, so Joshua.
Yeah.
What happened last time on Twitch Plays Middara? Except for my mic squeaking.
What did happen last time on Twitch Plays
Middara? Before last time, we had a choice to make about saving the girl who did the soul bond with the boy because she was in love, and girls do stupid things when they're in love. So then we had the choice to turn her over to the bounty. That's not his name. He's a celestial being. He actually has a real name. It's no, it's not that. What's his name?
The Great Bounty.
No, it's not his name. He's got a name. It's like a biblical name. We killed the thing.
Beat him up.
See? Judas. Thank you. Judas, because Judas Priest. I would definitely turn you over for some silver, just by the way.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure that was out there.
All right. Thanks.
Welcome. Judas is a big giant bounty.
Stab your mom for a penny?
Stab your mom for a penny. What? That's so terrible. That's so awful. You fine folks at home all talked in chat about how terrible it would be to fight Judas, and how it was a terrible decision, and how I definitely wouldn't want to do it. But then over in the poll, you're all like, fight the big lion!
Beat him up.
And we did. We beat Judas. He had 150 hit points. He made a bunch of holes in the ground. Rook didn't even fall once. Congratulations. I didn't even have to...
Zeke almost fell.
Yeah, Zeke did. I didn't even have to share my planks with you. Josh is worth at least a hoverboard. On America's Funniest Home Videos last night, there was a video about a realtor whose shtick is doing things on a hoverboard, tours on a hoverboard, and she fell, and it was not that funny. But that's what I just thought of. Then, after we beat the monster, we brought the girl who's of the same... Oh, here she is. Isla. We brought Isla back to be with the guy whose name starts with an F, and I forget. And he made it through. He didn't die.
And they lived happily ever after.
I don't know about that. Like running for, as long as I'm with you, everything's okay. Faust. Man, you're great with names. I wish I could be that good with names.
It's now time for a new side quest.
So we went back to the city, to the town, and you have, as part of what we did, we got Badman's Book of Baddies. Also, were marked.
Who's Batman?
He's a bad man.
Is he?
Mhm.
Maybe he's a good man.
And it's just a terrible moniker?
Yeah. It
Maybe.
could be like Iceland and Greenland.
Maybe. I stole the book. I stole it. You have to choose
Do
the
you know how
level.
to read?
What?
Do you know how to read?
No.
Okay. Is that a picture book?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a pop-up picture book.
Ah.
I can move the little stuff. Tobin's Spirit Guide. Who's Tobin? Why are we doing things in name? I'm so bad with names. It also means I get to learn something new though when I ask questions. Oh, dying. Okay, so Badman's Book of Baddies. I get to choose a level 1 or level 2 Esper, and then place their figure under your control within Sphere of Influence, and add their initiative card to the back of the initiative track. So this is going to be a cool skill that we're going to start playing with here is summoning, and that's not something we have done yet, and we're all going to learn as we go along. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Because I also, while we were in town, took the summoning skill. Flip it, gain summon tokens equal to your highest level assemblage discipline. So in this case, it's going to be level 2. Spend a number of these tokens equal to a total Esper's cost to spawn them within your sphere of influence. The Esper's level may not exceed your highest level assemblage discipline. I don't know how frequently I'm going to use that just yet because the level 1 and 2 Espers aren't fantastic and that's a flip, so it's kind of expensive. But I definitely want to start building into it. So essentially, I get to control one of the other baddies. Last fight with Judas? No.
The fight before.
The fight before that, we fought a...
Spirit Sword.
No, but well, yes, but who's the girl? What's the name of the...
Corrupt something.
Yeah. Aberration?
Maybe.
Corrupted Aberration? I don't know if that sounds right. Hi! I hope you had brought some nice tea. Tea sounds really nice. And she was using the summon ability with the sword Esper that pops up, goes away, pops up, goes away. There's also a conduit ability where you can transform into a different baddie. It's not going to play with that one just yet, at least. Joshua, did you do anything when you were in town? Oh, and also we traded. I gave you an adrenal gland, and you gave me the black ticket.
Yep.
Because the adrenal gland allows you to exhaust to counter, and the black ticket allows you to exhaust to dodge, and I made you feel bad for taking all of the good stuff, and then I think Matt made you feel extra bad when he reminded you that in KDM, you take all the good gear and give Matt all the second-hand gear.
Don't, but okay. I didn't make changes, but Matt added a new skill for Zeke.
So he got dead end. So this is one of the skills that we were talking about because the other tree that I have is the martial tree, and this is a martial tree skill. And Matt is trying to build a flanking build. So this skill will allow him to be considered flanking when he's up against an impassable terrain. Matt dying is always hilarious. You treat obstructing terrain as an ally for purposes of flanking. It is a passive ability, and the cute little flavor text says, when you have them between a rock and a hard place, be the hard place. Or the edge of the board. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Because then you and I were talking, and you're like, hey, I got the board set up for the side quest that we're going to be doing today, but there's no impassable terrain. So if it's the side of the board, that makes all of that a thing.
Yep.
You should get the rule book and confirm that.
Oh, Matt wants to be a hard place? That sounds lewd.
Feels so uncomfortable. Okay. What else happened?
It's time to restory.
You built another tower.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make that confused face at me again, and then the face of realization. It was a really special moment in my life. You remodel your kitchen, you remodel your towers, you just can't leave anything.
No.
Now you broke everything.
You haven't seen what I started doing in the office yet.
Excuse me, Nightingale arson! A woman shouted from across the street, so loudly the people started to stare.
Looks like our cover story is working out really well.
Zeke muttered into Nightingale's ear, just quiet enough for her to hear. Shut up, Nightingale grumbled, not turning around. She pulled her hood up, and their steps quickened a little. It didn't really matter. Her horns stuck up enough that their outlines were still visible. The woman ignored Rook's glares and slid up beside Nightingale with a wide grin. Don't bother trying to hide. I would recognize you anywhere. Her hair fell in vivid blue waves behind slightly elongated ears, but she could have passed as an eccentric girl from Earth otherwise. Nightingale turned and tried not to let too much annoyance find her way into her voice as she pulled the hood back down. What do you want with me? Well, the woman straightened, brushing a strand of bangs from her eyes. It's both of you, actually. She inclined her head to Zeke. Noble Zhang, it's a pleasure.
Sure.
Zeke returned the nod.
So how do you know us?
Oh, I was visiting Eleni on behalf of the Hyde family a couple of years back when both of you arrived and your families were parading you around. She trailed off. That's not important, though. I'm curious as to what you two are doing so far from the capital.
Research.
Zeke's voice was level.
Who are you?
Tegan Patel. My husband and I are the ones any problem falls to that's not important enough for the Hydes. She grinned at them. Anyway, I'm sure you're busy, so I won't waste your time. How about... She glanced up at the orange sky, the clouds already growing crimson. It's late enough. How about dinner? Someone who asks ought to be prepared to give. We shouldn't. Nightingale sounded as apologetic as she could. We wouldn't want to oppose on your family. It's nothing, Tegan insisted, pointing up at the street. I know you're all busy, and I wouldn't propose anything so formal. She lowered her voice, grinning mischievously. I know all of Hyde's dirty secrets, including where to get the best rice balls. That sounds awesome! Remi exclaimed. We can go, right, guys? It's not like we wouldn't have to stop for dinner anyway. Nightingale sighed. Fine. Lead the way.
Remi's a fatty like you.
Yeah. Food's important. Tegan did. They passed through winding streets, out behind alleys, and through packed crowds, made up of workers returning from the mines covered in grime, with Tegan leading the way. The uncomfortable staring they got stopped. One look at the woman, and the miners became suddenly polite and cheerful. Interesting.
She's a boss.
She led them closer to the mines, where a series of old cargo crates had been stacked on top of one another, like in Ready Player One, and turned into a restaurant. That'd be cool. There was no indication that food might be served inside, except for the enticing smell. Tegan led them to an opening between two of the crates. Go ahead and squeeze on in. She hadn't been exaggerating about the food. A few minutes later, and they were all gathered around some shipping crates and back with a mountain of rice balls on several different colored plates. Now that you're trapped by all this delicious food, I can explain what I need. Tegan set her plate down. Nightingale rolled her eyes. I knew it. You want something. Free rice balls were too good to be true. Oh, I'm sorry, Princess, Tegan blushed, but I'm running out of options. I promise that I won't take too much of your time, and don't feel obliged or anything. It's cool. Nightingale mumbled through a mouthful of rice. What did you need? Right. Okay. 18 years ago, I had a daughter. Fast forward, and the foster family that was raising her on Earth refused to hand her over to the Harbingers. They wouldn't let her come back to me. Nightingale looked up in time to see Tegan smile sadly. Then she continued. Look, I won't bore you with the politics. All that matters is that the Harbingers haven't tried to get her again. They didn't even give her a chance.
We would love to help you,
Rook said.
but we aren't harbingers. We don't have a portal and we can't go back to Earth.
Oh, I know, Tegan hurried to answer. Hyde might be a tiny town in the grand scheme of Elania, but the Iridium Mace is important enough to warrant our own Harbinger embassy. She turned slightly, inclining her head to Nightingale. Please, Princess. If you petitioned for me, they'd have to help. Her eyes widened, and there was a desperation in her voice. I've waited 18 years for this. My daughter has never even met me or her father. Please help us. A few minutes later, and they were back outside. The streets weren't busy in the early evening, but that didn't mean all the people had gone. There were a handful of taverns with open doors and lights inside, though the environment seemed far more subdued than Romstead had been. I still think this is a bad idea, Remi muttered, voice low. I love you guys, but I still miss my family back on Earth. I wouldn't have wanted someone to rip me away.
I know how you feel.
Zeke began.
Not all of us lived in a closet with an abusive parent when we were told we were wizards.
Harry.
But Middara is awesome. Even if you ignore never having to get older, there's magic, adventure, history. How lame would it be not to even give her the choice? Her family seems sweet.
Rook said.
The Patels might need their daughter as much as my family needs me.
Remi grumbled unhappily, then turned back. Night? I'm not sure, Nightingale eventually answered. I understand how you feel, but couldn't the Harbingers at least give her a choice? She could always say no. Remi grunted, dragging her feet a little. Fine, whatever. Guess we should at least try. Reward! Da-da-da! We didn't even do anything. I read. I feel like it's cool to get a reward for reading a lot. It looks like you have some leftovers. No, I don't. Reveal medium hidden card UM17 and gain the best rice balls in Alenia. Story consumable. All allies within sphere of influence heal equal to their maximum HP. Who should hold on? I feel like Twitch should hold on to that one.
Twitch or Rook, because we both have the Hemlock and Seer.
I'm sorry, what?
Twitch or Rook.
Because you...
Both have the Hemlock and Seer.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay. Some words, Joshua, I love. I'm going to give it to Twitch. So that is very, very cool. Wow. It's a one-time use consumable. Mm-hmm. That's pretty rare. And now it says, continue to easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It doesn't say lemon
party
squeezy.
Here, basically.
Yeah. Oh man, rice balls. We eat them now. No, you gotta wait. You're welcome. See, you were talking about healing the healer, right? Like that's what we're supposed to do. Like most structures in Hyde, the Harbinger Embassy was okay. So, spoiler: I read that whole story because I was really excited last week, but I haven't read from here, so that's all gonna be exciting. Like most structures in Hyde, the Harbinger Embassy was built from stone. There was no mistaking its familiar stylized portal logo, even though if this one was made from iridium instead of the usual brass.
This is the video game portal logo?
Okay, it was talking about building from stone, and because I've been playing so much Ark, that's immediately what I thought of. I'll go in. You don't even have to worry about it, Nightingale said to Remi. She straightened her skirt, brushing away a little of the grime that seemed to coat everything in Hyde, or Josh's house. It's called dust. Remi harumphed, folding her arms. Good. I don't want any part of it. Zeke wrapped one arm around Remi's shoulder, looking up.
I'll stay with her. Call me if you need anything.
Rook glanced once around the empty street, then turned.
Guess I'll go with you tonight, just in case.
In case of what? Nightingale looked backward at the building, steady light streaming from its lower story windows. There was no missing how clean it was compared to many of the other structures around it that had not gone through a kitchen renovation and put dust all over the entire house. These are the Harbingers, foundation of Midarian society as we know it. No Harbingers, and eventually the whole world gets monstered to death. There's nowhere safer. Rook lowered his voice.
It's not the kind of backup I had in mind. If we have to fight them, I would have more faith. But how much attention did you pay to politics and policy back at the Institute?
Nightingale frowned. Point again. It's fine. You can come hang out with me. They walked together up to the door. The interior, while cut from the same granite as everywhere else, had a vaulted ceiling with mirrors and windows to amplify the light that Joshua could use in the other living room over there because I could never see anything. A little globe of Earth. Oh, this is not good. Hold on. Technical difficulties. We explode things. No time for reading. Doubled as a fountain. Make sure that's the right word.
You're good.
A little globe of Earth doubled as a fountain in the center, and as it rotated, Nightingale could make out little lights scattered across it. A pair of individuals waited just inside, eyeing them from either side of the door. The Harbinger Embassy held guards not loyal to Elenia or any other country for that matter. The men looked rougher than a royal guard and much older, a trait most associated with those who had spent long times on Earth and away from Middara. Interesting. Nightingale paused to stare for a moment too long. The guards looked like nothing she'd seen in Elenia. She'd heard stories about the Harbingers, those brave enough to travel back to Earth and survive its dangers. While studying in the Institute, Nightingale had rarely paid attention in classes that had no direct application to adventuring or survival. But the Harbingers always intrigued her. They were adventurers, but not in the dungeon-delving, loot-collecting sense. Instead, they stole something more precious to Midaran society. Children from Earth. Never aging seemed like a blessing to most, but it also meant that their kind could never have children, not while on Middara anyway. So Earth became the breeding ground for Midarans, and the Harbingers were the men and women willing to put in the legwork to make it all happen. Sounded easy to Nightingale at first, but she would have never guessed that the monsters that were feared the most resided on Earth. Self-proclaimed guardians of the realm, these godlike creatures didn't like humans taken. Nightingale shivered, remembering the depictions of the monsters in her textbooks.
Hey, let's go.
Rook shook Nightingale's shoulder, breaking her from her thoughts. Don't touch my shoulder. It hurts so bad. Yeah, sorry. Nightingale turned to make her way to the front desk. She knew enough about Harbingers to guess that her bloodline was the best chance of eliciting any help at all. Many of these people held themselves above Midaran issues. Nightingale walked around the fountain with the air of one with an appointment. There was a lounge on one side, but she ignored this in favor of a desk made entirely from polished granite, with a single man behind it. The man was stretched and hawkish, with a long, wild haircut that made him look like he was an old samurai. He was also one of the oldest Midarans Nightingale had ever seen. Excuse me, Nightingale didn't wait to be invited. She just pulled up the single chair and sat in front of the desk. I have a matter to bring to your attention, Mr. Rook took up place behind Nightingale, folding his arms and glowering.
Lyle.
He spoke with a drawl, his words stretching a little.
The embassy is nearly closed. Whatever you need, be quick.
You haven't even asked who I am. Nightingale folded her arms, trying to imitate Lyle's scowl. He sneered.
I don't care who you are. State your business or get out.
Nightingale cleared her throat. My name is Nightingale Arson, and I have come to discover why the case with the Patel child is moving so slowly. Instead of frightened apologies, Lyle laughed.
The mysterious new scion of the Arson family, of course. And the man behind you must be King Balthazar himself. Tegan is more desperate than I thought if she hired impersonators.
Lyle reached down, fumbling with a drawer. A second later, he removed a folder, setting it down on the table in front of them. Nightingale could only make out the bright red stamp at top. Case pending arbitration.
She gave you the sob story, didn't she? I can only tell you what I told Tegan. Our contract with the foster mother was dissolved upon her death, and the father from Earth refuses to turn over the child. Until this case receives arbitration, no Harbinger can be dispatched to retrieve her.
Nightingale grumbled. I require that a message be dispatched immediately to your regional headquarters. My family employs a number of Harbingers on personal retainer. Assign them to the case. The Harbinger frowned.
Sorry, stranger. Unless you can produce a letter that effectively sealed by the Lady Arson herself, I must refuse.
Rook cleared his throat.
Perhaps there's another way. Whether you believe that this is Nightingale Arson or not, we're talented adventurers. If you won't honor his request, maybe there's something we can do for you?
Lyle's mannerisms changed at once. A sneer of satisfaction gradually transformed into something more primal. Greed.
There is something.
Lyle muttered.
It would be quite dangerous, however. You could be killed.
Fine, Nightingale blurted. We can do dangerous.
All right, then.
Lyle reached out, scooping up the file and tucking it away again.
Travel down the eastern road until you reach the warning signs. Ignore them and take the trail to the corpse pond. Bring me the flower of the collector there, and I'll...
No, go back. I like the fact that you called it the flower of the collector, not bring me the flower of the... Oh, it is say flower of the collector. I apologize profusely to you, Joshua. I'm very sorry. That should be a name with a capital C. I do not apologize to the person that wrote that sentence, though. That's a name. He shrugged one shoulder.
Clear away the red tape.
He rose, turning his back on them and heading towards the rear office door.
Why is it called Corpse Pond?
See? Proper noun, capital letters. You better say this is very funny because it's very appropriate to be funny.
Because it's full of corpses.
Lyle
obviously.
Flower of the... How dare you think Josh can't read? I've got no reason to think that. Does the party have the flag experience guide? Yes, we do. Continue to project experience, page 176.
This is incredibly stupid.
That sounds more like you. Podrick said no quieter than the last several times he said so. Fine, Nightingale glowered at him. Just trying to survive is stupid for me, but here I am. Podrick looked away and didn't say anything for another few minutes. They continued along the steep trail, which seemed to be growing greener with every step. Unlike the sparse vegetation that seemed to cover most of these mountains, the trees here were strong and the grass was thick. Eventually, Podrick spoke up again.
I didn't mean it like that. Knight, corpse collectors get the name for a reason. You should have tried to get a different job.
Proper noun, capitalization. Zeke shrugged.
But that had been a hard one. It wouldn't have been worth it. Besides, they can't be that scary. Aren't we just talking about a plant? Yes.
Podrick said.
Plant with tentacles strong enough to crush your steel and a mouth that can tear your head off. And if that wasn't bad enough, these things shoot pheromones that influence all the animals around it. The instant you break the surface of that pond, we're going to be attacked from all directions.
How come you have trouble pronouncing the word both, but you did pheromones like it was nobody's business? Hegemonics throws you, but pheromones you had in the bag. Also, this is the Little Shop of Horrors plant.
You think we can't handle it?
Rook's voice was even. Nightingale was pleased to see that Podrick couldn't meet his eyes for long.
Well, I'd rather you didn't try to handle it.
Podrick said.
There's a reason you don't meet very old, reckless adventurers on Middara.
Because nobody gets old here? Remi offered, grinning. Podrick glared.
Clever, but no. Mostly because I like it C-U-Z, cuz they're all dead. At least you won't be going in blind. Remember to watch out for the pollen of the lotus itself. It'll really screw with your head.
No, read it the
so
way you're going.
Don't breathe it in. It's how they attract prey. How they make all the animals go nuts.
Thanks for the info, Nightingale said, meeting his eyes briefly. We appreciate the help. The grass around the edge of the pond grew as tall as her waist, swaying with healthy greens and interspersed with cattails. Crystal waterfalls of snowy runoff fed into the pond from higher up, filling the clearing with a sense of surreal calm. It might have been fit to put on postcards were it not for the dead bodies. Oh, so it's, the Himalayan mountains. There was a dozen or so old corpses scattered about the pond, some bloated and floating near the surface, others looking almost petrified and half buried in the mud. This is disgusting. Many were animals, but there were the familiar remnants of something that could be human as well.
Right there.
Podrick lowered his voice to a whisper, pointing. Nightingale followed the gesture to a single golden flower near the center of the water, spreading a faint cloud of mist around it. It seemed to be drifting gently along the surface of the water, its petals wide and open to the occasional passing insect.
Looks like the corpse collector might be dead.
Rook muttered.
If we're lucky, we won't have a fight. Be ready just in case.
Continue to the corpse pond, page 180. That's not 180. Where did my 180 go?
It's in the book.
Oh.
It's the map.
The map. Hey! I found it. Ahoy! Chips ahoy. But who will collect corpses? You gotta get the flour first, and then you scoop them all into the teeny tiny flour, because they're all crumbly and mushy, and you shove them in. Ugh, that's disgusting. The water is eerily calm as Podrick leads you to a corpse collector that looks like it died recently. How does a corpse collector die? He points to its large carcass in the middle of the lake.
He had a bad corpse.
It's a good thing that he's here. The corpse collector looks like it would have been a nightmare to engage in the water. On a lily pad, poking from the surface of the water, you spot the lotus. Before you step into the water, however, a pack of merc hounds swarm close to the shore, hoping for an easy meal. Merc hounds suck. Okay. So now we are going to have Remi grabs it as she flies over. Flies over. Adventure over. Have a nice day. All done. That one. It's not very good. Somewhere.
It's right here.
Hey. Hi. How are you? Bloop, bloop. Go one. That way. Josh cleaned the table. Looks so nice now. Okay. That's bad enough. Pencil? Okay. Merkhounds. Okay, so Joshua, could you turn the brightness down?
That's what I was looking at.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Is there a current? Merkhounds. We can't target those, can we? What? I think we can. Okay. So there are 3 Merkhounds currently on the board. Strawberry, grape, orange. Only if we're adjacent. There is also an objective token all the way out here. And then, just as you pointed out, there's water here, which could mean current, and as a matter of fact, there is a current. So we all start on this side of the map, and the current is going downstream this way. Current is slow current, so these currents move figures and tokens 1 space. Win condition. The adventurer with the corpse lotus, corpse collector consumable, ends their turn on the blue exit. Now, even though this is the blue objective token, it is not the blue exit, so I'm sure something's got to pop up to make that happen. Lose condition. Everybody done died. Achievement. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. If the encounter ends and none of the adventurers have any damage tokens, read the following. What's a damage token?
Any damage.
Huh.
So we should eat that ice ball before it ends, and then we'll go be healed. Can you get the green screen, please?
That's only what the current is doing currently. Current.
And
Yes.
what's Remi's health?
My health is 12, 14.
Okay.
Special encounter rules. If the adventurer with the corpse lotus, corpse collector consumable, it's a lot of C's, is defeated, discard the corpse lotus and place the corpse lotus token in the space they were defeated in. Any adventurer may pick up this token by making an encounter action while on or adjacent to it. If they do, discard this token and gain the corpse lotus, corpse collector consumable. There we go. Currents also move the corpse lotus token at the beginning of each round.
Moves towards us or away from us?
The current moves away from us.
So it's in
We're starting
2 turns
here?
it goes away?
So we're starting here and go bloop, 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 bloop. That's an objective token. That's not a corpse lotus token.
Okay, so the objective token doesn't move.
Correct.
Is there a token for the lotus or no?
Nothing's out yet.
Okay.
Corpse of the collector. At the beginning of each round, spawn 1 merc hound on any unoccupied space adjacent to this token. Yes, that was a sentence. Spawned merc hounds spawned by this special encounter rule do not drop combatant loot. That's jerk. An adventurer adjacent to this token may make an encounter action to read the following hidden text. So, do you have the rule book on hand?
I can grab it. Why?
Because it says for the currents to check the rule book 22, and I'm just wondering if there's a caveat to the objective.
I think it's...
I would really like you to go get the rule book, because sometimes you think things and then you maybe misremember, because people do that sometimes. And since, people... I don't know if you know this, but sometimes people like to learn about games. This is what I've learned. People like to learn about games, so then they Google them, and then they watch videos about how people play games to learn about how to play games from the rulebook.
And then some people tell you everything you do wrong when you're playing.
Oh, yeah, they do. I'm okay with that. We've done this long enough that my skin's a little thick. And plus, I tell you what you do wrong all the time, and I just do things wrong and feel real embarrassed by it.
The Corpse Flower Guy ate Josh. Page 22.
Yeah, not like 21 Savage, but 21 Savage plus 1. Preach.
Sometimes certain trains will have currents. But other figures any figure that ends their turn in terrain with current will move. Loot tokens are also affected by currents. These tokens are moved at the beginning of every round.
But that is not a loot token. Right, okay.
Tokens are.
That's the only caveat?
Yeah.
Okay. Blue objective. Only read the following hidden text if instructed to. Alrighty. That is all she wrote.
Can you switch Rook with Nightingale on the board?
Why?
Because Rook can go run get the objective real quick. Rook run fast.
Okay, Merc Hounds. We have not fought We've not fought Merc Hounds in a while. So let's go over Merc Hounds real quickly. Are you getting sleepy?
Just needed oxygen for the brain.
The Merc Hound is not affected by water or muck terrains and will never voluntarily leave it. If removed from water or muck, movement it makes must be toward water or muck. If it starts its turn in water or muck, it gains +2 movement until the end of the turn. Sticky. When opponents adjacent to the Merc Hound make a move action, they must make a Strength 10 check. If they fail, they may not make a move action. Sticky does not apply to opponents that are on a different level of elevation. Mercbound. When the Merc Hound attacks, it gains +2 physical damage for each Merc Hound within sphere of influence. Submerged. While in water or muck, the Merc Hound can only be targeted by adjacent opponents. So that goes back to your original question that y'all were talking about with that's a good question. Can we target it if you're ranged? And then so we were saying, no, you have to be adjacent. So video game saying, does Aura of Hate count as targeting the hound?
No, I don't think so.
So I think that it would still be subject to Aura of Hate, right?
Yep.
So good. Autocorrective is making this so much fun. Submerged water. Can it move and attack multiple opponents? So this buddy hits really hard. The health is only 12, but he hits with 2 red combat die and also has the +2 physical damage from this Merc Hounds that are in the sphere of influence. And with this corpse thing, +4 armor piercing. Additionally, +4 armor piercing. With the Corpse Collector, Lotus, lots of other words that start with a C, spawning additional Merc Hounds, it's going to ramp up real quick.
I mean, there's only 3 in the game, so you can't spawn more than 3.
Oh, that's good. But I mean, it's still going to be 3. So if you're counting, that's still like +4 physical damage for the hits. And they have movement of 6, and since there's a lot of water on this board, it's probably going to be running around at 8 movement. So we have the initiative deck. Did I put in the one that's got to be in there? No, sure didn't. It's right in front of me. Do I have everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4 in that. Oh, this is not fun. Enjoyable. Joshua, who do you think is going to be first on the initiative track?
Rook. One day this will be right.
You keep playing the odds, buddy. You keep playing the odds.
You keep stacking me on the bottom.
It's because your card is bent a little. I really thought it was Rook for a second. Zeke! Who's first?
Zeke.
Who's next?
Rook.
Twin Twitch, you fine folks are going to go after Zeke. I'll fix that in a second. So take a moment to think about what things you may want to do. The math says nothing changes.
It's still not Rook.
Still not Rook. This is fun though. Hey! It's Rook. Which is great for us because that means that the Merc Hounds go last. All right, Joshua, what are you going to do with Zeke?
Zeke should go hit that thing in the face, I guess.
You want to be a little bit more with the words?
Oh, he's going to take a couple steps forward.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to flip my thing for haste.
What thing are you flipping for haste?
My core.
Which core do you have that you're flipping for haste?
Hasting core.
Hey, how about that? What does haste do, Joshua?
On my future turns, I'll get +1 additional SP at the beginning of my turn, so I'll get 4 instead of 3.
That's cool. We all start off with?
3.
It would be really nice if I started off with the little marker. Okay. So now you are adjacent to the red Merc Hound. What are you doing?
I'm going to smack it.
The Merc Hound has a defense of 13. Fortunately, it doesn't have counter, though. It doesn't look. So that's nice.
I rolled an 11.
So that doesn't work. You want to... can you do anything else?
I'm going to re-roll one of my dice.
Using?
What do I need to hit? I need a 13?
Yeah.
These are
Because the
nasty.
attacker wins on ties. What are you contemplating?
I can re-roll one of my dice.
Using?
I'll use my sword.
Which one?
The Ocean Cleaver. Which means I need to get 7 or 8, which is a 2/3 chance. Or I can just attack again because I have the SP to do it. And then hope for a better roll, and I can re-roll one of those dice if it's not good enough. I'm going to just attack again.
Okay.
All right, an 8 and a 5.
That is a 13, so that
a 13.
hits. So what are we doing for damage? Damage.
Does it have armor?
He has 1 armor.
I have armor piercing too, so...
What gives you armor piercing to?
My assassin punch dagger. Because I punch it in the butt.
That's rude.
What else would you do with a punch dagger? I have 3 shields. I can only use 2 of them to do +2 physical damage, so I'm doing 2 damage from that. And I got a star, which is another +2 physical damage.
Okay.
So that's 4 damage.
Plus you beat his roll by 1?
I didn't beat the roll by anything.
I thought you
I
said it was
hit
a
13.
13.
Yeah.
Oh, his defense is 13. I'm sorry. For some reason I thought 12. I mixed it up with the health.
But I get +1 physical damage for each adjacent opponent, so that's 5 damage. 5 damage.
5 damage?
Mm-hmm.
5 damage. Awesome. Is that the end of Zeke's turn?
Yeah, let's use flight. How much health does that have left?
He has 7 health left.
Yeah, let's try to take it out.
Okay.
I'm going to use my fight drive to do another attack, just once per encounter. 6 and a 3. I'm going to reroll my 3. I rolled 2 6s. It's a 12. It's not enough.
It was a valiant effort. Okay, so that is the end of Zeke's turn. Twitch, it is your folks' turn at home. So we were talking about before, if you're joining us for the first time or just, haven't been here in a while. Doombreak. Okay, so was Aura of Hate. Aura of Hate, the first time each opponent moves within your sphere of influence during an encounter, they are dealt 3 magic damage. So when these Merc Hounds do start moving, they're going to take magic damage for the first time. So we're going to use the Doombreak. The Doombreak is a special artifact which allows you to exhaust it, and at any time you get an additional SP. So Nightingale's going to go from 3 SP to 4 SP. And you have to roll the black die to make sure that the card doesn't flip. So if everybody roly-poly, we could do that. I'd like to chop off my arm, please. You do have a couple of things from the Maluma. You have the infection, which reduces the cost of an SP by 1, which essentially gives you a free movement if that's something that you want. And you didn't roll a skull, so you are good. It's good. It's good. Free move. Forward, 6 spaces, 1 SP for 1 more space south, then liquefy. I was waiting for Gore Shot. Okay. Organic liquefy. Deal magic damage equal to the number rolled using the target's 2 best conviction die. So the Merc Hound's conviction die are 2 teal die. So we're going 6 spaces, 1 SP for 1 space south, then liquefies. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can't target web piece. Have to get adjacent. Oh, that's true.
It's adjacent. But do they want to get adjacent?
But this would be a break attack here. So maybe this then. Maybe it's counting us off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. Got it.
But they could also move next to Zeke on land.
This is land.
Next to Zeke on land, and then that purple one won't attack them necessarily because they'll be within. Does it make sense?
Wait, can't see. Are we in the water? At the moment, the water. You're not in water. This is what I want. Oh, I thought we were in Rook spot. Yep, no worry. Let me get in. Every damn time. Every time.
But they could just get south of Zeke and attack the red one.
And then Remi's wings are really big. So I'm going to move my character just off the board for a second so that you can see where you are at a little better. So thought you were in Rook spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 south. Okay. So this is where you would have been with that same movement if you had started at Rook's spot.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can get south of Zeke. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a free movement, and you don't need to spend
You have to go through Remi, and that's hindrance.
Oh, this is hinder terrain. Right.
So
okay.
if you go around it, you can still do it. You just have to spend the SP to do it.
1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You have to spend 1 SP to do it. So they
Okay.
have the 1 SP from Boom Break.
Go south. Okay.
You put Remi back on the board. Yeah.
So organic liquefy, you guys, your casting die is a teal die?
Yep.
So I'm going to roll 1 teal die.
And what's the Mercount's
2 teal dice. So the next 2 teal dice. And now, Joshua, if I hit the button once and it goes 900 times, it's all the same color. Isn't that exciting? Make your excited face.
They rolled a 4, so that's a 10 versus a 14.
That was not great. Can you use the wand to reroll their die?
They can use their dress or their wand.
But is that worth it? Because they have to get an 8?
Yes. So they need 1 out of 6 chance.
Am I accessorizing my typos? I hope so. I feel like that's important.
And you can tie. That's fine. You still win. What's the Merchound's attack? What does he do when he attacks? Who is he going to attack?
Can he move to attack to be adjacent to as many opponents as possible?
He's adjacent to 2 right now, so yes.
Save it for dodge. We have cloak for dodge, though. You do have your cloak for dodge. That's right.
But this will give you a reroll on your dodge. If your dodge is bad.
Which does?
The dress. The cloak will give you the dodge. The dress gives you a reroll on the dodge.
It rerolls black, the dress?
Mm-hmm.
How do I put that?
Well, it rerolls dodge. It doesn't say blacks, but it says you could reroll dodge.
Okay, yeah, save it. So the cloak, this is my cloak. When making conviction check, it's the books is a passive, but you can exhaust the dodge, very simple. The dress is when making a dodge, casting a spell, or making a conviction check, you may reroll any of your dice. Reduce physical damage being dealt to you by attacks by 2. Okay, put it back. Give me this. All right, so we're saving. Put that aside. Go here. I have to be adjacent to attack. If I have reach 2, does that count for my adjacency?
No.
That's poopy. Das poopy. Do I want to let it give me a break attack?
What are you thinking?
I have lots of cool dodge stuff.
Guys could do ambitious pew pews. That is a thing. It wouldn't kill it though. Can it? Would it?
It has 7 health left.
The pews do. Yeah, it would kill it if they both hit.
Current also does collision damage. You're absolutely correct. It's the end of the round when things move.
At the end of the figure's turn, it moves. Loot does it at the beginning of the round.
We do 5 each.
So the second one, you don't even need to take any damage. You could just do a regular pew.
Is that what we're
And
doing?
that would give Remi enough SP to fly and flank it if you guys don't kill it.
Ambitious pew pew. Done. Okay, so everybody is going to get 1 SP, including Remi. Pew pew is short for Gorshot. Put that up there. We're going to roll your casting die again, which is the teal die, as well as the Merchound's conviction die of 2 teal dies.
Can't touch this.
So you rolled a 6, so 6 and 6 is 12 against an...
Guys. Doesn't hit.
Doesn't it? Oh, I hate dice. I felt it. I'm feeling it. Look, this is, I mean, everybody, yeah. At least it's not hitting anyone with the, right? See, you are using those dice not against us all, so that's great. All right, let's try this again, right? Yeah, we got another one to go. One more. Did it go? No, it didn't. Now it's going to go 800 times.
And is that map right? Because the purple one can't get to us right now. Because there's no water spot to go through.
Yes, it's correct.
Okay. They rolled a 7 versus and 5 and a 3. So that's a hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Maybe Josh will actually have good rolls for tonight. I don't roll for monster attacks. No better. Okay. So it's going to do 2 points of damage off the top, and then we're going to be taking... one of the things about Gore Shot here is that you can take irreducible damage equal to your highest level... 1 point of irreducible damage to yourself, and it'll deal additional magic damage equal to your highest level Kuro Discipline. Your highest level Kuro Discipline is the Aura of Hate, which is level 3. Burn HP, tap book. Okay, so then that is 5 damage. So it's got 2 damage left?
Yep.
Okay. So I do have an ability... See, I have to be adjacent.
You could fly and flank it with Remi. Or flank it with Nightingale. And stab it.
Yeah, for 2 points of damage. I have to... You want to go get the book.
The other one's not going to attack anyone yet. The other 2.
This is water. Here to here. Like, it's got
You can't move
pebbles in
corner
the
to
water?
corner, but that's a hindrance terrain. It's not a water terrain. It doesn't have a blue border. It's got 2 little arrows.
That's an interesting thought. Okay. So you want me to go here?
Yep.
Okay.
It's not muck. I think that's muck. It's hindrance terrain. I don't know what muck looks like.
I think muck is... for long water, 2 water. Okay. I will...
Muck is red terrain. And it's got like a star. Like a 4-pointed star.
5. Oh, so the thoughts that I was having is that I have a lot of things that give me dodge and bonuses to dodge and counter. As a matter of fact, I can get an additional SP with gauge if I dodge and an attack misses. So would it behoove me to provoke a break attack?
No. They hit hard. It's 2 red dice. They go up to 9.
Yeah, but I have lots of dodge.
Aw, thank you, Video Game Voyeur.
Ah, that's the nicest thing anybody said tonight. Thank you very much. I love that. Look, let's have an honest moment as I try and debate Josh in my head. Sometimes doing this can get to be like burnout, especially because I have a lot of other things that I do, and I probably shouldn't do so many other things. That's a whole different conversation. But like hearing things like that and knowing that Monday I can come in and hang out with you guys and just kind of like hang out and play games, it's nice. It's nice to kind of just relax and be and hang out and play. I appreciate that. I love that you guys come and show up. Thank you. And it's for 2 points of HP. So it's not worth it because I couldn't even do it's not even worth it to do multiple attacks.
Yeah. Just want to get 1 attack. The flanking gives you the bonus.
Fine.
I like that you're attacking it with your butt.
Isn't that how you attack things?
Yeah.
If you had a butt, wouldn't you attack things with your butt too?
Is your butt holding your Zambato or your halberd?
The halberd?
Or both of them?
That'd be talented, but you're an idiot, by the way. Okay.
Yeah?
I roll my dice with my right hand. This is going to suck. Just give me the red ones. Can you tell the difference? If I'd lied to you and said that they were the green ones, would you be okay? Maybe I'll start rolling with this hand. Okay, so I rolled an 11, which is not enough to hit.
You get +1 to your roll because you're flanking.
So that's a 12, so that's success.
That's a 13 you need.
8, 9, 10, 11. Oh! That was a 3. That was not my reroll. Okay, but don't I get...
You get to reroll with your skill.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to exhaust my hammer helm, which allows me to reroll any dice in my dice pool. And I got a 6. +1. So that is a 14, 15. That means I beat by 2. Yeah, because it doesn't attack me. Okay.
It's dead.
Yeah. But can I do the numbers?
Do the numbers.
Okay. So also, see, I can't hit it. I want to be able, I have reach 2. If it didn't have adjacents, okay, here's my thought. These are all half thoughts. I have not this one. I have the Zambato, right? If I exhausted it, it said after making an attack you made, make a melee attack against a different target. I have reach 2. I should be able to hit this one. Ooh, I have a question. Mm-hmm. If I make an attack with reach 2, can I even use this weapon since this weapon doesn't have reach 2?
We've been saying that you can.
We have been, but I haven't thought, because I haven't thought about it.
What does your ability say?
The ability is passive reach 2.
Yeah.
So that's an ability, right?
Yeah,
Not
it's an
just.
ability. Yeah.
Okay. That was interesting. That was an interesting thought.
What you really do is you take the Zambato and you tie it to the axe.
Dork. Ow. Okay, what did I? 8, 9, 10, 14, minus 15, minus 2. 2's to kill it. It's got armor 1, so it's 1 damage. And then I have icons.
You also get +3 damage because you're flanking.
Yeah, I mean, it's super. Oh, and that means I get health. I'm not doing the numbers. I lied.
It did.
It did. Okay, and that means we get
Loot.
Zanbaton. Yes, it's a baton. Zanbaton. Oh, can I take both of them since I pulled 2 of them? Yes? Is that what I heard you say? 9. Okay.
Guess what the other card was? It's also a 9.
This is not what I thought. It lets you use the best dice and modifiers from the weapons you have equipped, and the other effects are triggered after. Ah, yeah, okay. I see it that way. I thought it was worth a thought.
It's at the end of your turn.
A think. I have no more SP, so yes, this is the end of my turn. And I can't do cool stuff. Even though I got cool stuff. Okay, so the next up is Rook.
All right. Who's in my sphere of influence?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, Zeke, and Nightingale.
Are you in my sphere of influence or no?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you have Hemlock and Seer. Yes, I am.
I will cast Courage on you.
Are you casting Courage on me because I made you feel guilty about it in pre-stream?
Slightly, but also you're closer to the other 2 enemies, so you're probably going to be able to hit next.
Did you literally put me... You just put me in bait position.
No, they can't get to you.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah, you did.
Unless, wait. Oh, shit. That rock is not hindrance terrain. I thought that was... I didn't realize that was a blue spot. And I asked you if that was a blue spot.
I'm going to kill you.
These can't get over.
These dodges better work.
Can't get over.
These dodges better work.
I'll also cast Barrack on you.
This is very kind of you. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
I'm running down the top of the map.
Here or actually here?
I think the top.
So 1 and then over. How many spaces do you have?
8 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do I want to move further is the question.
They do have armor piercing, but at least it's one more piece of armor that he has got to go through before he gets to my soft and squishies.
It's a free SB for me to do. It's a free skill for me to do. So if I go there, the orange one can attack me.
It'll be good for you to build character. You've got so many dodges and counters, and you'll be so excited because you'll actually maybe hit something. And you'd be like, oh, watch me roll. And then if you'd miss it, you'd be like, actually, I would have won if only I had done this 800-step thing.
Okay. Move me.
I'm going to die. Like I'm literally...
I'll spend the SP to do that.
Is this game good? I'm a bit reluctant because of the anime type artwork. So the anime type artwork, I think is cute, but I don't think it plays too much into the content of the game.
It's got the anime artwork because it's kind of like a JRPG. It's very of that style.
Because there's way too much text and cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Simple answer is yes. Yeah, I like this game. We play another game here. KDM. That particular game is not my cup of tea. But I really like RPGs. I like being able to build the characters. I like all of the various customization options of the game. Those are just kind of my highlights. But I invite you to come and hang out with us for a little bit. You folks at home are playing as Nightingale, and you can get a feel for how you like the game and whether it's something that you would want to invest in. Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
And now it's the Merchound's turn. If you like epic co-op RPGs, then this is the best. Oh. Joshua.
Yes.
Can the purple Merchound...
The Great Merchound?
Can the Great Grape Merchound...
Yeah.
Move and attack multiple opponents?
Yes.
It needs to move to be adjacent to as many opponents as possible. Did it start its turn in water?
Yes.
Then it has +2 movement, Joshua, which means it can move 8 spaces. Joshua, where is the space within 8 spaces of range that it can go to where it's going to hit the most people?
Where the other Merchound was.
That's Skippy. Does that mean that the Merchound is going to pass by me?
Yeah, and you'll get a break attack.
Oh, yeah, I will. I just wanted to hear you say it. Rook has an SP gen effect. I missed the rest of that.
From my courage ability. So the first time each round, an ally with courage deals damage, gain 1 SP. So if you do damage to this guy as he runs by, I'll get an SP. And then if you do damage again, next round, I'll get another SP.
1, 2, break attack.
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to punch the puppy.
Oh, Aura of Hate first. Yeah, he's going to go.
Ooh, that was good. Because it moved into sphere, so he's got 3 points of magic damage right off the top. Okay, I need the 2 teal die and the black die.
All right, do 9 damage.
I rolled an 11. So that does nothing.
That's not 9 damage. You lose courage.
Thanks, Josh.
Nothing else to use a reroll with?
No. I could flip my chanted piercings. But
They're saying reroll with the wand.
okay, but I rolled a 6 and a 5.
2/3 chance, right?
Is it?
13?
I don't know. You do the math. Okay. Video games on point tonight. Okay. We are exhausting the wand. I'm going to reroll the 6. I get a 6! I'm not flanking. This kind of sucks. Rolling sucks. And then I can... I'm going to slowly put my dice away. Okay. Then it moves 1 step closer. Twitch, are you dodging? I'm going to say that it is in your best interest. And that we were going to dodge. Are you dodging with the cloak or are you dodging with the dress?
The cloak. The dress doesn't dodge. The dress gives him a reroll.
Oh, fine. Okay. I will also be dodging with something. I rolled
Makes a separate attack against each of you.
all books. What?
Rolls a separate attack against each of you. So you want to finish Twitches first?
That's fine. I will finish Twitches first. It is going to hit with 2 red die. Okay, so melee attack.
They rolled 2 books.
2 books, 2 shields. What?
2 shields. I don't know why
Yeah.
I said books. 2 shields.
I mean, they did roll 2 books also.
They did. They rolled a 7 plus an 8. That's a 15.
Jesus.
Versus their 14.
Oh no. Okay, is this when we try and re-roll the die?
Beat him by 1, which isn't that bad so far. Beat him by 1. What does it get for its symbols?
Each book is plus 1 physical damage and it has plus 4 armor piercing.
So it's plus 3, so it's 4 damage. Minus 2 for the dress. They're only taking 2 damage.
That's not bad. You can get the Ring of Blood and get the 2 back.
Yeah. I know. I think that's decent.
Can they counter? Do they have anything to counter?
No, I don't think they have any abilities to counter. They don't have the SP to do it, so I don't think they have anything in there here.
Take it. Okay. So then it's going to attack Rook, because I feel like it should.
Rook?
I mean Zeke.
Can I have the black die, please?
You may. Can we get a second set of dice? Or a smaller table?
Can I actually dodge? Do I have a dodge? I do have a dodge. There's my dodge.
Is it too many belts?
I rolled 4 bucks. I'm going to reroll my dodge. I rolled 4 bucks. I'm going to reroll my dodge.
I don't want to roll that die.
I rolled 3 bucks.
3 shields.
3
And
shields.
a book.
Whatever.
The other one. Okay, it rolled a 9 and a 7. I rolled a 16.
16 versus my 14.
Yeah.
All right, so it beats me by 2. It's got 3 books. So 2 plus 3 is 5. I reduce physical damage by 2. So it's 3 damage. I reduce it by another 2 because of my belt. So I take 1 damage. Oh, just 1 damage.
Do you have to have no damage to counter?
Yeah. Also, I don't have anything to counter with, so
Oh, so
doesn't really matter.
whatever.
Okay.
1 damage
Zeke
is 1 damage.
took 1 damage. He's down to 23 health. Because, you know.
Let me have it. Do I have to declare what I'm dodging with before I dodge?
Yes.
Lame. The two things that I have to dodge with, no, actually I have lots of things to dodge with. I'm going to start to dodge with my hoodie of deflection because it's got cool stuff if I dodge.
So is your gauge thing when you dodge with that or just in general?
Passive.
Okay.
Wah! That would be 4 shields, not 4 books like Josh does. Damage Josh messed up our bonus loot!
Bonus loot.
Well, it's at the end of the game. So if there's no damage tokens at the end.
Yeah.
So if we can still get rid of it, we'll figure it out, guys. Don't worry.
If
Okay.
we get the rice ball at the end, we're fine.
Look, I
That's
don't
why
know
they
if I
gave us the
want
rice
to
ball.
waste I don't know if we want to waste the rice ball for that, though. We got
We
juice
also have
boxes for
juice
days.
boxes.
Okay, roll really low, please, and thank you. So I rolled 4.
Oh, wait.
Thank you for rolling really low. That was an 8. That doesn't hit. Okay. So when you dodge and the attack misses, gain 1 SP. Because I used my hoodie of deflection, if the attack deals no damage, unexhaust this card and counter. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very
You're
much.
flanking now.
If during a dodge you don't roll a skull, add +1 shield to the result. Yeah. The first time you're dealt. Oh, I am?
Yep.
Oh, and I wasn't flanking before because that was a break attack. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's get this out of there. Roll better. I'm guessing that a 10 doesn't help.
Nope.
I've had 2 chances to hit this guy.
Just roll better.
Roll better. Well, that was fun. Okay, so that's the end of the Merc Hound's turn. And now, Joshua, it is Zeke's turn again.
No, it's not.
Why?
You skipped orange.
It's because nobody likes orange. Nobody likes creamsicle. Joshua, can it move to attack multiple opponents? It has
Cannot.
a range of 8 because it is in water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Can it move and attack an opponent adjacent to another Merc Hound?
Yes.
I hate you a lot.
It wasn't intentional.
So much. 1, 2. No, that's not water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. I hate you.
You can dodge again.
Yes. Move to be adjacent to the opponent. Move to an opponent adjacent to another Merc Hound. Then make a melee attack against the same opponent.
Or if hit, it takes 3 damage.
Awesome. So now Orange Sickle has 3. And the purple guy has 3. You're going to sit on that one just as a reminder for me that I don't get it mixed up. I'm going to be using my hoodie of deflection again to try and dodge. I rolled 4 shields. And it is going to punch me in the face. 1, 2. So now in the sphere of influence, though, so Merc bound. Correct. Yeah, I'm not excited for that. So that means that it's going to get +2 physical damage to this attack. Oh my
3
goodness.
and a 9. That's 12. Still not enough.
My defense is an 11.
Plus 4 shields. To 15.
Oh yeah, +1 shield too, because I didn't roll a skull.
Yeah. And now you get the counter again.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll hit it.
Shut up,
Roll the
Josh.
black die with it too.
Doesn't matter because I rolled 4 shields. But I only rolled a 10. Why is this so terrible? I've had so many chances. Lame. Okay. That sucked. Then make a melee, then that's the end of the turn for the orange. That's an orange. Okay.
Okay.
The teal die hate us nice. For real, man. For Rizzle, my nizzle.
Now it's Zeke's turn.
Now it is Zeke's.
I need the teal dice, please.
Oh, do we have to move? Merc
No.
Hounds are not impacted by current.
I don't believe so.
Could you?
It would say it on the card.
Yes.
Since they're waterbound, I assume they're not affected by current.
Yes, but I would like you to check, please, and thank you.
Check what? It says it on the card.
If it isn't.
If it isn't.
Yeah, but nothing says Merc Hound is not affected by water or muck terrain. Huh, just kidding. So, not affected by water or muck terrain would probably mean also not affected by current, right?
Yep.
Doesn't the... When does the object... Clearly we need to upgrade, leave them in the dust. When does the objective trigger?
When we get to it.
Yes, we have to.
If they activate it.
Sticky. When opponents adjacent to the Merhound make a move action, they must make a Strength 10 check. If they fail, they may not make a move action. Sticky does not apply to opponents on a different level of elevation. No, the spawn. Yes, you're correct. Where is it? An adventurer adjacent to this turn? Nope, that's not it. Where's the special encounter rules? There we go. If the adventurer with the... Nope, not that one. Where is it? There it is. Corpse of the Collector. At the beginning of each round.
Okay.
Spawn 1 Merhound on any unoccupied space adjacent to this token. Merhounds spawned by the special encounter rule do not drop combatant loot.
So we just want to kill those 2 and then leave all the other ones just to die.
Yep. And make sure that we have all of our health. Okay, so that has been spawned, and that doesn't move. The figures move. Is anybody in water?
Nope.
Okay.
Figures move at the end of their turn.
Round?
Their turn. Their turn.
Oh, kidding. Each round, does that count the first? Should there have been one to attack Rook? No, yeah, there are only 3 minis, so no spawns for the first round.
Well, we killed it in the first round, so it would spawn. Because it said at the end of the round, right?
Nope.
Beginning of the round or end?
Beginning.
Okay, so it just spawned right now.
Yes.
Okay.
So now it is Zeke's turn.
Okay. Zeke's till dice.
And the black?
Just kill.
Okay.
Oh, I could empower it. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not flanking.
You're flanking with the other Merhound.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I rolled a 12.
Yeah, I meant before the initial round.
There could only be 3 Merhounds on the board, so you couldn't summon a 4th one. All right, there we go.
What'd you roll?
13.
Okay. Defense is 13, so the attacker wins on a tie.
Okay.
So that hits.
I have armor piercing too, so I get to go through their armor.
+1 to the hit.
For what? I get +1 physical damage for each adjacent, so there's 1 adjacent, so it's 1 damage. I have 2 books, so it's another 2 damage, so it's 3. I get another 2 damage because of my star, so that's 5. How much health does it have left?
It had 9.
9 left. I'll spend 2 SP, and that's dead.
Okay. Goodbye, little puppy. Goodbye, little water puppy. Okay. Zeke's turn. Oh, yeah, it's not flanking. Nope. Okay, is that the end of your turn? No, you still have 2 SP. I can't. I like how I said I can't, and you still reached out with your tiny T-Rex arms to make an effort.
10 gold.
10. That's a lot. Can we get, like...
Actually, I should have 1 more SP because I have haste on right now. So I have 3.
What are you going to do? And you don't have to make a strength check anymore. You could go not here. I mean, you could go there if you really wanted to. Rich wet puppies.
Move me so I'm in the hindrance terrain diagonal of him.
Here?
Yeah.
So 1, 3, 5.
Sure. And I will attack 1 last time.
And then you'll retire. You're going to put up your swords.
Yep.
And end your career as an adventurer.
Because I took an arrow to the knee. I rolled a 9. So it does nothing.
See, I'm not the only one who rolls terribly. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
So, Nightingale is going to gain 3 SP. This is the start of her turn. So how many SP does that put her at?
She's at 3. She spent all her SP last turn.
So, and then the cloak and the wand will both untap.
And Doom Break. She never tapped it.
Yep.
In the book.
So, Doom Break, roll a black die. I guess we're getting wet. I don't know. I'd be worried about having Nightingale in the water. Breaking everything. Ha! I did it. Oh!
Doom Break has been flipped.
You reach it?
No more Doom Break.
was good while it lasted. Okay. So that is the dice are not with us tonight. Look, no, I've tried to hit the dang thing like 5 times. It's just not happening tonight.
So if Twitch moved across the water to kind of get nearby you, to get around to the orange thing, so
Like
to be
1, 3, 5, 7. Twitch only has Doombrook. Twitch has 6 movement. Do we want to take collision damage because we can't kill orange? You took their spot for adjacency.
Zeke wasn't gonna get over there anyway. I don't think.
Well, actually, yeah, we can. The orange one has already taken 3 damage, so it has 9 damage left. 2 pews would kill it.
Just gotta stand in the water and do it.
Yeah. Move us into the middle of you two.
Okay.
1, 3, 5.
And they went to pews.
We will do the pews. Free move, pews. Okay, how many SP do they have? 4?
4.
So we could pew for days?
Yep.
So first teal is the attack.
2 teals
I did 3?
for the Merchound.
Oh, yeah, that one. I did that.
You did it.
I know what you're talking
Just letting everyone know. in chat.
Clarifying?
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
Clarifying butter.
it. That's weird.
9 versus a 3 plus a 3 versus 6.
Metal God, I
win.
just want to commend that roll. Does
It's half evil.
we got terrible, like, I mean, this works, right? 9 against a 6, it works, but it's just like all the 3s. Okay, so that hits. We are doing the take irreducible damage and do the additional damage, correct?
Yep.
So that would be 5 points of damage, which means they have 8 points of damage. And did you reduce the SP for this gore shot, Josh?
No, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Burn and tap ring.
So they're gonna lose. They're gonna gain a health, essentially.
Ring is 2?
Yep.
Okay. So then we're going to do it again. First teal is the attack. Second 2 teals, or last 2 teals, are the conviction check.
4. So it's 10 versus 7 plus a 7. That's a 14. Not so good. Thank you for the subscription. Spooky 12.
So happy to be supporting y'all.
Aw.
Heart.
Thank you, Snooky.
Thank you.
1289.
Thank you. That's a roll. Let it go. All right. Hit it again. All right. 1, 1, 2. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. My hair is a mess. I mean, it's just all kind of whatever. It's my life right now.
They rolled a 3 versus 11.
I don't even know how these rolls.
I mean,
What did you do
could re-roll?
in the background? Like, what
Nothing.
did you do? Pew
Re-roll dress? Because you have to be at 11, so that means you need a 5. That's a pretty good chance. I think the dress re-roll's good. So they want to re-roll the dress.
All right. This is not the dice night. Fitty.
It's more than 50-50.
How come?
Because they need a 5 or higher, right?
I don't know. 8, 9, 10, 11.
3 again. Any better. Who needs the wand? It's a 2/3 chance. It's a 66% chance, not a 50-50% chance. And they hit the 33. They want to use the wand.
Yeah, all right. I'll do that. This is ridiculous. Let's,
How many
I
turns
don't
is that?
even know.
Thank you, Seraphoni, for the subscription.
Hey, Hey, that's
A
me.
refill is worth it if it makes San snort.
It's a 7. That hits.
I love it. It hits, and it's not a 3. It's so good. Those curses freaking. Joshua, are all of the 3s rule 3?
I don't know.
I think they are. I think they are. It hits.
So it does another 5 damage instead?
Is dead. 5, 10, 13 dead.
Cool.
Burn tap book. 3rd time's a charm. All right.
And you guys get a loot.
Okay.
Now we get no more loot from this game.
This encounter. What do you mean this game? Let's not get excited. Burn tap book. Alrighty.
All right.
That's 26 gold. Split one way in my pocket.
0 gold for Remi and gold
What?
for everyone else.
No, that's not how the math goes. 3rd time to break the 3s is conspiracy.
You want to remove the Mercount?
Nope.
Ta-da. Okay.
Merc blood doesn't melt steel beams.
All right. So
Yes?
it's the end of Torch's turn.
I don't know. You ask them. How many SP do they have left?
They have 2 SP left, but they can't move again. So
Why? Oh, yeah, because even though it's a free move, you can't move twice. I mean, 5 3s and 6 rolls. It was ridiculous. That was pretty
and
ridiculous.
current. Yeah, so they're going to go back
Oh, yeah.
1 space with the current.
Forward. Onward march. Current's going that way.
Okay. My turn.
No.
What?
Who goes after Nightingale?
Rook. Oh, Remi. Sorry. Y'all blend into one person.
I don't. It's everybody else and Josh.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at your eating grin too. Look at that. Okay, I've had 1 SP from before, so I'm up to 4 SP. I might as well use flight and get over as far as possible, right?
We don't know where the exit token's going to end up.
If I just sit here, I'm just going to waste SP. What else can you do with SP?
So you fly over here, so the 2 of us are over there. The 2 of them will be over there, and we kind of try to go whichever direction we need to go. Make sense?
Does somebody need to land on the exit token?
I don't know.
The adventurer with the corpse collector consumable ends their turn on the blue exit.
Okay.
So it's not anybody, it's that particular person. Josh's personal world bubble. Yeah. Remember that time you thought that you and Matt were having lunch and you never talked to him? Because I'll never let you. You'll be 90 and I will bring up this story. Remember that time he fixed your whole bathroom and you ate cookies? Maybe we are stuck in a time loop and PandaBot is sending us a message from the future. That'd be fun. And it's probably objective to get the 4 C's flat. I like that new name. I think that might be what we call it now. So it can move, attack, and counter action, re-equip. Boring, boring, boring. Can't do nothing. We're kind of in the middle of the board. I might as well just use... There's no...
Use flight and come in closer with me. Hang out. Party.
I'm just going to use 1 SP and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to sit there. That kind of middle boardy.
Okay. You could have spent 2 to fly, and you would still gain 3 SP and be at max that next turn. So you could have gone 6 spaces from wherever you wanted to be.
Don't tell me how to live my life. You're not
No.
my real dad. Okay. Unless death. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do death. It is your turn, Rook. Now.
I activate the objective.
Is that?
Oh, wait. I'll cast Courage on you again.
Oh, thank you.
And... yeah.
Okay.
Don't miss again.
Oh, cut you. Maybe if I keep on using my left hand, I'll become ambidextrous. That'd be cool. First, I'd like to use my left hand to find my super secret decoder ring.
It's not on the table.
Do you know where it is?
Under the book, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were saying it's not under the table like you knew where it was.
I can see it's not on the table.
Found it.
You're like checking like the edge here, and I'm like, it's not there.
Adventure adjacent to this token may make an encounter action to read the following hidden text.
Read me the text.
You carefully slice the hefty lotus from the creature. Oh, it's a creature? I totally did not get this. That it was an animal.
It's the corpse collector's flower. It's the flower that grows on it.
What is it? What does the animal look like? I'm so confused by this. Gain the corpse lotus corpse collector consumable. So is that like a card? Oh, look at you. Oh, it's just a thing. It's part of the corpse collector. Yeah, but like, what does a corpse collector look like? Like,
A collection of corpses.
Look, it's got this picture. But is that the corpse collector? That little, like, upside down?
That's the picture of
Lily-
the corpse collector.
Lily pad monster?
Look, it's got like a skull face in the middle.
I can't look if it's facing you.
It's the same picture as that one.
It does have a skull face in the middle.
It's the exact same picture.
Oh.
Actually, that one's bigger.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Corpse Lotus, Monster Leader. During the shop and train phase, gain 200 gold. It's expensive. Okay. Venus flytrap, but in the water with a cute flower on top. That has got tentacles, like a tentacle monster. That was the worst throw in the history of throws. We rich, fam! No new friends.
We got to give it to the guy, though.
I don't have to do nothing. I don't gotta do nothing. Okay. Corpse Collector consumable, then place the blue exit token on any unoccupied normal terrain space. Give me a second. Blue exit. Okay. UM33. Hey, that's me. Okay. So that is the space all the way over here. On any unoccupied normal terrain space on the west side. So there it goes. Because these are green. So this is normal and this is normal. Okay. So would you like it on this one or you like it on this one?
No, the one you did.
Oh, this is okay?
Yeah.
Is acceptable to you now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm happy. Then read the hidden text for the blue objective. Are you ready?
Dun, dun, dun.
The corpse collector's body moves suddenly, causing you to panic. Did it again. To your relief, though, you realize it's just creatures rising to the surface from beneath the hulking body.
It farted.
You're gross. Spawn one merhound in water on the south side of Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes. Also known as tile UM51, which is the tile that you are currently standing on.
So here?
Si, senor. One merhound on the northwest side of Chicago. Also, that tile. And one merhound nowhere because you can only spawn 3 and there's already 3 on the board.
So those two will give loot, right?
I hear that's the hardest part of town. That's what I thought. I mean, as a mom, I'm totally against this concept of having a baby on Earth, then screwing off back to Middara, and then leaving the baby. So I'm all about selling the flower and not helping this lady out.
I don't know if that's quite what happened, though.
Yes. Did they, like, pick kids? Because I had this question from when, like, the father's like, I had Remi. Like, is this, like, designer babies? Like, you choose people to breed together and then you... It's very, very lots of thoughts. Okay.
Maybe do it, like, intravenous, and the Harbingers, like, just bring, like, a injector and take random...
How come you got pheromones, but you are having such a rough time with Harbingers? Harjabrenners. I like it. Harjabrenners. What? Who are you? Like, you Two-Face? Both of your eyebrows are going. I don't know what you're going for here. Groucho Marx? Like, I don't get it. What do you... You got something here. Now your lips are going. I'm very confused. No, the Middarans bred on Earth have the baby, then leave it with a foster. So it is her baby. Oh, that's interesting. But why would you skedaddle away back to Middara before your baby can go with you?
Because they probably can't live on Earth that long.
This is very interesting. It's very, very interesting.
So everyone in Middara are foster kids?
I suppose so. The baby has to grow up on Earth. With
Otherwise
the
it'd be a baby
godparent, I
forever.
guess, because they can't go age on Middara. I wonder if it's like having a surrogate, but like a surrogate all the way. So they live on Earth until they're 18. Like of legal age.
That's why all the
Look.
Hairbringers look older, because when they go to Earth, go do this stuff, it ages them while they're there.
Real talk. Real talk. If there was an age that I could pick to like stay at forever, it would not have been 18. You're like still dumb at 18.
But is your body at physical peakness at 18?
Is for physical peakness a word? And no, it was not. No. You're still a kid.
You're done growing.
25 would have been all right. Anyway.
And the alcohol starts to take in, and your body just doesn't function as well.
Physically dumb is fine. It's the hormones that kill you. Yeah. You could holiday on Earth to age up. I wonder if that's like a thing. Is that like leveling up? Do you age up? We got monsters to kill. Are you done with your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay,
I can't move
so
anymore.
yes, I do think that since those Merc hounds have spawned separate from the special objective rules, then whoa, okay. I'm reading it. No, Succubus put out a lore video that was like, it's hard to have a baby because they have to go to Earth, conceive, pregnancy, birth to like 2 years or something, but that makes them age and precious immortality. So leave the baby with fosters or orphanage. They don't mind getting kidnapped at 18 to be brought to Middara and meet your parents who love you so much. Now, I'll wholeheartedly agree with that. Yeah. But that's like parenting in a bottle, right? Like it's about being selfless, and some people. There's a tangent. Tangents. That would be a tangent. Parenting is all about self-sacrifice. Pretty much. I was not insane until I had my children. I was totally sane before.
I didn't know you before then, so I can't vouch for you.
You can't argue with that point either.
I could.
Don't think so. It's the beginning of the turn, but because all 3 Merc hounds are already out.
It's the end of my turn, so I go back one space. I go forward one space because of the current. Hello, Merc hound. Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy. They have to conceive here, too, so it's like prom with an 18-year, 9-month lock-in. Leaving Earth does transform you the first time, too. I feel like you would stick out if you went back to Earth looking like you do. I'm really curious to see like the background, like what happened. The story's written enough that it's still intriguing me, and like you've jumped in the middle. Not spawning Merc hounds. Beginning of the new round. You have the corpse collector, lotus flower. You got to
begin of the round. It's Merc hounds round.
I forgot about that. Okay, Joshua.
Yep.
Your new friend is gonna Mackie you first.
So Grape goes first, right? Or is it, no, Red goes first. Like Cherry.
You good?
Yeah.
You with me now?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right.
Let's do it.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
A little bit.
This the black die. Will you be picking it up?
Okay.
No,
I can't dodge.
It was a question.
I can't dodge. I'm in the water. I can't dodge and swim.
Can it move and attack multiple opponents? Actually,
No, it can't.
Can it move and attack an opponent adjacent to another Merc hound?
No, it cannot.
Can it move and attack an opponent?
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't need to move, really. Okay. Hit Joshua in the face with 2 red die.
They're all going to attack me.
Move to be adjacent to the opponent with the most damage within movement range, then make a melee attack. It's okay, Josh, because you are the...
Tank!
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah, and then she's... Oh, I love her so much. I don't know. It is very confusing. But then, if you could live for forever, I wonder how fleeting 18 years would be. Josh is the... Excuse me?
Tank. Look at that. Guess what? Fortress Homicide. I counter. Bam. I need the other teal die. Where's the other teal die? Is it over here?
This is
right
why...
here.
This is why...
In front of
Yeah.
me.
This is why 2 bags of dice.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you roll?
14. Woo, woo.
I was very excited for you. Okay, so that a hit passes by 1.
Okay.
And so they have 1 armor.
Okay.
So we're at 0.
I have a star, which is +1 to the roll.
Okay.
So that's another damage. I have 2 books, which is another 2 damage.
Okay.
That's 3 damage. That's it.
Well, it was a good try. I'm going to sit here and die, I think. At this point, I think I'm going to sit here and just die. Okay.
All right.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's all you're doing?
That's all I do with a counter.
Joshua,
Yeah.
can the purple merhound move with a range of 8 and hit a bunch of people? 1, 2, 3,
Make it hit
4,
me.
5, 6, 7, 8. It can get adjacent to me.
But it's going to attack the people with the most mercons around it. Which is me.
Yeah, it is you.
So it's going to come give me some love.
It's going to give you a kiss. Happy Valentine's Day, Joshua. You're going to get all sorts of kisses.
I'm going to boop them back in the nose.
+4. Yeah, it is. Okay, 9, 14. Is that a hit?
And that is a hit. My defense is only 11.
Ooh. Okay, so it's going to exceed it by 3. They have 4 armor piercing.
Okay.
So all 3 points are going to go through.
Okay.
For books, they get +1. So that's 2 books. 3 books. Brings us to 6.
So 6 damage.
6 damage. What can you mitigate?
When you're dealt damage, reduce physical damage dealt to you by 2.
Okay, so that gives you to 4.
Or I can do 3 damage back to them.
So this particular one has no damage against it. But
I'm
I
going to
mean,
reduce the damage by 2. I'd rather not take the damage.
okay. So you're going to get 4 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to counter.
So, oh, because what do you have that allows you to counter even though you took damage?
My sword, which is the Orgon Blade.
Do you have anything that allows you to dodge?
I'm in the water,
Oh,
so
never
I
mind.
cannot.
Okay. Counter, my dude.
I rolled a 12.
That is 1 shy.
Damn it.
13 defense is a
Oh, but I have a star. It's +1 to my roll. So it's a 13.
good job.
Just hits.
Yes, an Oregon blade. He got it out in the woods.
Orgon. O-R-G-O-N-E.
Oregano?
Oregano? I don't know.
Is your oregano blade?
Yeah. Spicy.
Oregano's not spicy. I'm a big baby.
It's a spice, though. I
It's,
didn't say it was spicy like...
Excuse me. It's a herb.
It's a spice.
It's a herb. On the trail.
Okay.
Yes. Like the Oregon Trail, but more stabby.
So I do 2 damage
Oregon.
+1.
They have 1 armor, so is this 2 damage on top of the 1 armor?
Just 1 damage. 1 whole damage.
So did you give him dysentery with your Oregon Trail blade?
Yep.
Okay. 4 damage. Oregon Trail. That means that's what you did with the sword. You split him down and his entrails are all going to fall out. And that's what's in the corpse lotus flower entrails.
Okay.
Oh, you're so
Now time for the orange one.
less fun.
So do I have to do a strength check for every space I move, or only the first time I'm moving away from them?
No, you're moving away from 3 merhounds, so you need to do a strength check for each individual merhound. Why
What's
would
the
you
text
think?
say?
When opponents adjacent to the merhound, singular, make a move action, they must make a strength check. If they fail, they may not make a move action.
Yeah. It's a 10. I'm going to counter it.
Sticky does not apply to opponents that are on a different level of elevation. Fortunately, Rook is strong. Strong like Gronk.
Ah, yes. I rolled 13. I rolled the same thing again.
Joshua is
plus
a...
one. Tank!
That's what the soundboard's going to say when you guys tip $3.
13. 14. I beat it by 1. It's got 1 armor. I do 2 damage to it.
How did you do 2 damage this time, but you only did 1 damage last time?
I got plus 1 to the roll. This is my original roll that I did.
Okay, so 6 damage. No.
These are 2 different creatures, Anne.
I know. That one had 4 damage.
Red has 2. Purple has 1. Orange has 2.
This is a lot of numbers. You should get somebody who does numbers.
That's literally your job. You get paid money to do this.
Okay.
That's the end of the turn.
That's the end of their turn.
Yep.
And now it is the beginning of a new round.
Another one would spawn. Actually, no, they're definitely gone, so nothing would spawn anymore. We're done with spawning. Right?
I guess because the token is gone, right?
Yeah.
Because it said remove the token. Replace remove.
No, I don't pay her. Her job pays her. That's her day job that
Then
she's accounting at.
Place
She's
the
a bean
blue
counter.
token on any unoccupied, then read the hidden text for the blue objective.
She gets paid with my sweet, sweet time.
No. No. I should get paid for counting these beans as well.
You get paid in the gold that you kill it with.
That's true. We get loot!
All right.
Zeke's
it's turn. Do we want to kill these guys, or do we just want to let Rook run back?
Do you want to fiddle with the bag for the entire show or just most of the show?
Most of the show.
Okay.
Zeke can't even get over there. It's going to be a while for Zeke to get over there.
But you could probably go... I mean, Rook's going to come back this way. So you could go over there to beat back the Merkhounds as he tries to make it back this way. Kill! I'm an excellent twist wrangler. I try. Josh tries to be the twist wrangler. He's the fun wrangler. He's the fun
Let's
police.
move
See?
Zeke up 8 space.
Fun police.
The middle of the middle tile.
This is difficult terrain. So is it 2 to get out of?
Yeah, 2 to get out of.
2, 4, 6,
Okay.
7, 6, 7, 8.
Yep, right there. I could move more.
I'm not standing up again, so can you move more?
I could. I don't know if I want to, though. Yeah, we'll move 1 more space. Right there. Surrounded by the waters.
Did you just use your cell phone to move your character?
Yep.
You're ridiculous. Can we talk about the fact that you got green solo cups?
So no one can see what you're drinking. They're invisibles. They're camouflage cups for the stream.
Look at that. How ridiculous does that look? Oh, that camera's not green screen. Woo-woo. Okay.
It's Nightingale's turn.
That does look at that. It makes your face disappear. Okay. It is Nightingale's turn. It is your turn. Wow, this game has phone integration. Didn't know that, did you? So all of your stuff is going to unexhaust. What do you think is the best strategy for Twitch at this point, Joshua?
They can hang out next to you.
Get out of the water?
Yeah.
I think that's probably a great idea. Where is my pencil? How come I lose all my things? Ah, found it.
I don't know.
So you come here? That's not a water
that's what I'm
space.
thinking.
1, 2, yeah.
Actually, they probably should be on the other side of you.
Okay, how come?
Because if they go there, then the 3 of you are next to a water space. So the Merkhounds are going to be like, I attack you all. Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. 2, 4, 5. How much movement does she have?
6.
So we stop here.
They have full SP, so they could spend extra SP to move.
Get us close so that thing will move into our sphere of influence and we can hate them to death. That's not a bad idea.
They can still move the 2 more spaces if they wanted. They're up full SP.
So this would be 2.
Uh-huh.
Oh, when you spend SP, is it spaces?
No, it's movement points.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys want to do?
Make rude faces at the Mercounts.
This is what your face looks like. That face would scare a Mercount. There's only 2,900 hit points on the boss.
Yeah.
Ice Chamber's only got 29 hit points.
2,900.
Hold up. Some juice boxes for Rook. Can you take a juice box if you're not adjacent?
What? No.
Do you have juice boxes?
No.
What are you doing?
Looking at my magic frag.
What does it say?
You get to throw this at a target. And it does a purple damage to all figures adjacent to the target.
Including yourself?
If I threw it at myself, yeah. Technically.
This sounds dumb. Sounds... The sphere of influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not 6. No, they're just waving at it for him to take him his passes, like at the side of a marathon, and cheer him on.
All right. Your turn?
Yep.
What are you doing?
So I've got full SP and all my health. How many spaces away from you am I?
You could flank this guy here.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, is to come help you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7. This is not flanking.
That's flanking.
8. Here.
Oh.
I'd be 1 short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You can spend the extra SP to do it. You're not.
Nah, I can't attack then.
Yeah, you can if you're at full.
Oh, that's right, because I have 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look at math.
But does this put me in break attack for the purple guy? Or attack of opportunity?
Huh?
No, right? Because I'm just adjacent to both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Oh my god. Joshua, if this goes bad, I'm going to be so mad at you. Okay. Then I'm going to attack. Oh, this can refresh? I need the teal die.
No, because you're flying. Yeah. You flies.
Oh, that's right.
Flies. What do you roll?
I rolled an 11, Joshua.
+1 for flanking.
That's a 12.
Still not good enough.
Still not good enough. I'm going to exhaust that and reroll my...
You lose courage.
Dice hate me. Why am I rolling so bad tonight? I mean, it wasn't 900 threes in a row, but still.
Yeah. You're out of their sphere of influence.
Well, it was a 5 and a 6. It's just like last time. Like, I can't.
Just roll better.
I hate you. All right. Well, that was terrible. That's the end of my turn, and now it is Rook's turn. But fortunately for you,
I'm going to cast Courage on myself.
you are flanking now.
Yes.
So which one of the Merchounds would you like to attack first?
I'm going to attack orange.
Why did you affect my dice? I know.
First up, I'm going to actually activate my shield.
What are you doing? What does that mean?
I roll a black die, and for every shield I roll, I do 1 damage to each adjacent opponent.
That's cool. What shield is that?
That is the Maw of the Warden.
Oh, first Remi collision.
Oh, yeah, because you would try to collide into the thing because of the current.
How do you determine collision damage?
I think you just take damage. Like 1 irreducible damage or 2 irreducible damage.
Hey, we should read the book.
Hey, I just met you.
All the dice are infected. They must be cleansed. Somebody needs to get the sage. Also an herb, Joshua.
Just 1 damage.
Oh.
It's the number of spaces you couldn't move.
Okay. Please reduce... Oh, here's my heart box. Done.
Did I roll for my attack yet? No, I rolled for that first.
No.
All right, so I did 1 damage to all of them.
Okay.
Because
So
they have 1 armor.
this is a 3, and this is a 2, and this is a 3, and this is a right here.
I rolled an 11. Plus 1 is a 12. I lose my courage.
Welcome to my life.
I'm going to use an alignment machine. Which lets me attack the target again. Because I missed.
It says you heal.
Oh, I do heal 1. Yeah. I rolled an 11 again. Look at that.
We're really bad at this whole rolling thing tonight.
Oops, sorry. Alright, I'm going to try to move.
Where? Why?
To get away from all this and get to the exit.
Okay. We're in our rut.
Does that make sense?
I mean, they're going to come follow you, but there'd be more help down there, I guess.
Alright, I need to do a strength 10 check.
3 times.
12.
How come you could roll, but, well, I guess it still wouldn't have been a hit.
That's a 7 plus 6. So 13. 9 plus 6, that's a 15.
Okay, where are you moving?
1 space, that provokes 3
Break attacks.
3 break attacks. Start with red.
This is so terrible. Okay. So the red Merchound is going to attack. We need to roll some red die. You can do exclamation mark roll in the chat or click on the roll button. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I thought...
I'm gonna counter. I rolled a 10. I don't do anything. All right. Next up, let's go gray.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. 2 more red die. At 6 strength, there was no way Rook could fail that because there's no 1s on the purple, right?
There is a 1 on the purple die.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Could have failed.
8 plus 3 is 11. Just enough to hit. 2 books.
It's another 3. I can't.
It's 2 books.
Yeah, sorry.
So it's
Plus
gonna-
1 physical damage for each of the books.
So it's going to do 1 damage each. I'm going to exhaust my bar plate to ignore that.
Your bar plate?
Yep, my bar plate.
Is that what it says?
Yep,
What's it called?
barbed breastplate.
Oh, there was... Sorry.
I'm going to counter it because it did no damage.
Oh, 6. No.
Oh, 6 damage?
Yes,
Because
when the Merchound attacks against plus 2 physical damage for each Merchound within sphere of influence.
it's gonna be
Does that include itself?
No,
So then it would be 4, right?
plus 4.
Plus, okay.
So I reduced it by 2, so I'm still going to take 4 damage. Once per counter, I'm going to use my Fate Engine. I'm going to get rid of the book symbol. The book symbol, no, that won't do it. It still takes 2 damage. Alright, I'll take 4 damage.
Can you still counter with the damage?
I can, because I can use my sword.
Your Oregon Trail disemboweling sword?
Yep. I rolled 12. Don't do anything.
No.
Now it's Orange's turn.
All right.
You glad I didn't say banana?
I've seen Scatterbrains go to roll and miss it twice, so I'm letting Scatterbrains know I'm about to hit that roll button. There goes the command, so you can get in there. Sometimes there's a lag, so I want to make sure I give you a heads up. Lag. It's going to be a 3. I can't wait. Ready?
7.
So
5.
close!
It's a 12. Beats me by 1.
Maybe it's an organ sword because it leaves a trail of organs. Was that a dog? It was a dog. How's there? Oh, because the gate's not there anymore. Hello, Fry. Hello, my girlie.
All right, so that beats me by 1. It's got 2 books, so it's another 2 damage. So it's 3 damage plus 4, so 7 damage. Can't reduce damage anymore. So this is actually going to hurt. I take 7 damage. Okay. I have 2 health left.
Should you have taken like a juice box or something for your health?
7. 8.
But Rook gets to keep moving, yeah. So when those merc hounds move, I mean, we'll have turns. No, their turn is next. Yeah, oh, that's right.
I can
Did
get.
purple break? I thought it was only 2 breaks, not 3.
That's 3 breaks. All purple because I was here.
Yeah, he was right
7,
in the middle.
8. Spend another 1.
Yeah, they'll swarm
1,
Remi.
2.
Yeah, convenient.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Oh, now they might not all swarm me.
Yeah.
Because it's more than 8 spaces.
Yeah. It's more than 8 spaces.
So I'm just going to die. Okay, yeah.
You can do it.
I believe in you. No, you don't.
No, I don't want to do that because that would have hurt you.
Don't want to do what?
I could have thrown my grenade, but it won't kill any of them. I want them all clumped together to do it.
If you die, we can't get the special achievement thing. Yeah. No, I have juice boxes for days, so I can get my health. So I think it is actually best for Rook to try and get away with this stupid thing. And hopefully, I don't die. So I'm just going to ask Metal God to roll for me, because then he's going to roll all 3s, and the Merc Hound's going to roll a 6, and my defense is 11, and we'll be fine. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, so maybe Zeke can come help me.
It is the Mercount's turn.
I want to cry now. Okay. Can it move and attack multiple opponents?
No.
Can it move and attack an opponent adjacent to another Merc Hound? Yes.
Yep.
Move to be adjacent to an opponent adjacent to another Merc Hound. Okay. All right. I'm petting you. Oh, my God. Then make a melee attack against the same opponent. Wait, so Rook can exit next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
He has 10. He'd need 10 movement.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the red Merc Hound?
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to attack me. So everybody, if you could roll the red die. Plan, get out of range, and burn urgency tokens and heal. Yeah. That's not a 3. What the hell? First of all, that's treacherous. What is this?
It's a 16.
Yeah, it is.
What is a 16, Ann?
Wow. So that's 5 damage off the top.
Yep.
How many books is it?
3 books.
6, 7, 8 damage. How many?
2.
9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Okay.
Great.
Yep.
Exciting. I have 1 armor. They have armor piercing. Doesn't matter.
Don't you have a health on your hurt box?
Nope. I used that for the collision damage.
Okay.
The first time, no, that's ranged attack. Oh, I didn't dodge. I'm dodging.
You can't dodge, you're in water.
You suck. That kind of sucks a lot. Can I counter?
Yes, and that lets you counter while after taking damage?
I mean, the black ticket just says counter.
No, it's a special ability. You can only counter if you don't take any damage, typically. My sword says I can do it even when I take damage.
I hate you a lot. So am I dead?
2 health left.
I'm about to be dead. This is what I get for coming to try and help you.
Love you.
No, don't think you do. So that was the red one. Purple. Exciting.
Roll some 3 guys.
It doesn't need to move. Can't dodge because I'm in water. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. 14. I'm dead. Thank you. Okay, so I've been defeated, and now it is the orange Merchound's turn. Yeah. Josh sucks. I'm not. Orange Merchound's turn. Can it move and be adjacent to multiple opponents?
No.
Can it move and be adjacent to an opponent next to another Merchound?
No.
Can it move and attack an opponent?
No.
Ain't gonna do anything. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Okay. So that's the end of the Merchound's turn. I can come off of the initiative track. And now it is Zeke's turn.
Are we just leaving? I assume that's the plan.
Yeah, because the healthy, wealthy, and wise is kind of out of the question now.
Yeah.
Unless you have something to resuscitate somebody.
I was looking. I do not have anything to bring back the sleeping.
I did not think so. Okay. So then Zeke's turn.
I mean, we just go to Rook, and Rook runs off the board. And that's the end, right?
No secret vow res. No. Do you want to stay and try and kill the Merchounds?
I don't think they're worth it.
What do you guys think? Would you like to stay and kill the Merchounds? Try to kill the Merchounds? Since they ate me. Merchounds really suck. We don't get loot, so no. I feel like that should be Sanctus ability.
Yeah, there's a Sanctus ability that has it. I don't have it currently.
What is it? Is that the secret vow? Is it a that's the Sanctus ability? We don't get loot, so no. Okay, so now these three.
The red one we don't get loot from. The purple and the orange one we would.
Yeah. Because they spawned not from the special encounter rules. But is the loot worth it?
I don't think the extra couple gold's worth it.
Still vote no. Okay. I wanted to make sure everybody had full information. This is when we needed the BAMF. Isn't that what you have?
That was the ring, the coin. I don't have one anymore.
Oh.
And that lets you teleport. That doesn't let you.
Or you could have teleported to the exit. I can't use any of this. I couldn't even use this stuff. Okay. All right, we're out. So, Rook goes to the exit. My thing's not working. Rook goes to the exit. Blue objective. The adventurer with the corpse lotus corpse collector consumable ends their turn on the blue exit. Reward. Restore party adventurers.
You're alive again!
It's magic. I've died so many times
it's magic.
in this game. Whoa.
You know.
Each party member gains
1 XP.
Very good. Continue to the financial dilemma, page 181. All right. First things first. I's gonna write down that we got some experiences. Lots and lots of experiences. Okay. Oh, how much did I pay for my summoning ability that I didn't even use?
On flip, doom break, random consumable. Yeah, they get a random consumable.
Oh, yeah. My thing was 7 XP, so now I have 3 XP, but then I added 1, so that's 4 XP. Joshua, you have 7 XP. This is not pleasant.
Grab a card, any card.
Nightingale, Twitch, you have 4 XP. How many XP did Matt's new skill cost?
10.
So
You should be at 1.
he's got 1 XP. And Patrick wasn't there. So you got Fortitude. Discard at any time.
Patrick still gets XP.
Gain 1 SP. Really?
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't in the encounter?
Everyone gets an XP.
That's so weird.
So, like, if we take him out later, he, like, isn't, like, levels behind everyone.
I guess that makes sense. And then you want to keep the tally up here. So this is 22. 22. And then I can erase
All active adventures.
Okay. Page 181. Do we want to split the loot? We could do that. We got 26 loot. Divided by 4 is 6. Remainder 2 in the pot. So you will have 64 gold. I will have 63 gold. Ow. Nightingale, y'all have 81 gold. You're practically rich. Zeke has 60 gold. I feel like you did not change his monies. And Podrick gets no more additional gold. Okay. Whoa, it's magic. You know, did you print out this one too?
Yep.
Look at you. Oh my god, this hurts. Reckless adventure. Lotus for. Oh, there it is. Okay. Done did found it. Zeke examined the lotus closely as they walked. Its golden petals shone even in the dim light around them.
Do you know how much money one of these goes for?
He asked, looking up at the others. Remi stopped for a moment and took it gently for him. No exact amounts, she admitted. But I can tell you it's always in high demand. My dad doesn't talk about work to me, but I have heard his workers mumble about them. We'd probably make a tidy sum. Careful, Nightingale stepped up and took the flower from Remi. This is the key to getting Tegan, her daughter, back from Earth. Forget about the money. Zeke shook his head.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm sure Tegan is resourceful. I bet you she could find another way. Or we can just wait, and when we get back to the capital, we can use our influence there to speed up the process.
He looked to Rook, who was in deep thought.
While our families are rich, I'm not seeing any of us rolling in the money right now.
Zeke said.
We could probably use this to help cure Nightingale.
Rook shifted.
That money could really be useful to buy things that could help you right now, Nightingale.
You can't be serious considering this. Nightingale looked between them, jaw open and eyes wide. I couldn't live with myself if we lied to Tegan. Plus, what if her daughter is waiting to come to Middara? Maybe she knows that this place exists and wants to come here. What if she doesn't? Remi shrugged. Coming to Middara isn't always a pleasant experience. Some of us loved our lives and our families on Earth. In any case, you guys do have enough influence, and I bet back in Alenia you could send someone else to help her. Zeke excitedly slapped Remi on her bare back, causing her to make a yelping sound.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to be extorted to help Tegan anyway. That harbinger wasn't very nice. Who knows if he even make it happen?
Zeke looked between his friends expectantly. He wasn't sure he wanted to turn his back on Tegan, but there was no way to ignore how much money could be made off this tiny little flower. Decision time! Joshua. You spelled it correctly. I'm impressed. We can lie to Tegan. We can help her later. Air quotes included. Or we give the lotus to the harbinger. It's the right thing to do. Ugh. I don't know how I feel. How do you feel, Josh?
You want that money, money, money? That's 50 gold for each of us.
How do you know how much money it is?
The card says it's 200 gold.
That's metagaming. I don't know. I feel like money will come, but 50 gold is not going to do me much. Like, it'll give me an item, but I don't know. I feel like
We've been playing Knight lawful good so far. So they're all saying to give the lotus away.
oh yeah, 5. Give the lotus. I think we're giving. That seems pretty.
The poll's got like another 45 seconds, so we'll let it time out. Just in case there's something that comes in the last second.
And is like the push.
Yep. I mean, they can use bits to vote for extra time, so they could be like, yeah, I'm just making you guys be evil.
Do.
What would you do?
After I got the flower, I don't enjoy being extorted. I think that's the piece that gets me the most. What are you going to do with this flower? Why am I going after this? Like, I know nothing. Like, great, it's an adventure and it's a game, but I really don't like being extorted. Give the lotus. All right.
Thank you.
You'll have to wait a second until...
Lotus for a child.
You know what? I mean, I got the title. The problem, Joshua, is I don't have the page. There was no sneer on Lyle's face anymore, only respect. He snapped his fingers, and one of the guards from the door hurried over.
Fill a bowl of water and bring it at once.
The guard saluted and vanished down his side door. Lyle rose to his feet and reached for the delicate flower with one hand. Zeke pulled it away, just out of his reach.
Not yet. Tegan's daughter? Yes, of course.
He fished the folder out from under the desk. He scribbled for a few moments, talking as he went.
I'll pass this through to Regional with the next caravan. I'll be in touch with Miss Patel as soon as I have news, or sooner if she wishes.
He snapped the folder closed, then reached for the flower again. Zeke didn't pull it away this time.
Good.
Zeke rose.
Understand the word of a harbinger is better than steel. If I hear you've lied to us, you will hear from my family. What do you need with that anyway?
Rook asked.
You don't look much like an alchemist.
Lyle tensed, glaring up at him.
That information was not part of our bargain. All you need to know is that Tegan Patel's daughter will be retrieved. That much you've earned.
He took the flower delicately in one hand.
Fine.
Zeke turned his back on him.
Come on, Rook. Let's go share the good news.
Finding the Patel mansion wasn't hard. They just had to find the largest, most sprawling estate in the area. It looked like Tegan was about to squeeze the life out of poor Nightingale when she hugged her. She didn't even bother to try and hide her wet eyes. Thank you for helping me put my family back together. Thank you for helping to put my family back together again, she eventually said when she was calm enough to speak. So your daughter will eventually be coming to Middara then? Nightingale was still being squeezed and had to speak at the side of Tegan's head. Tegan let her go and stepped back, then began to try and straighten her dress in an attempt to look more regal. I hope so, Princess. Now I just need to try and get her father to prepare for her arrival. The bastard is never around anymore. Tegan gave Nightingale one last smile. Maybe we'll meet again. Thanks for your time, Princess. Discard the Corpse Lotus Corpse Collector consumable. New story flag. Mark the story flag of the Patel daughter to the adventure sheet. Return to Story Round Hide, page 156. The Patel daughter. Time. What day is it? February 10th. I like to put the dates down just in case something like happens. I don't remember why. We did something. All right, Josh. So we're back in Hyde for the story round at this point.
Yep.
We did the side quest here.
Yep.
Where's the Hyde? Ha ha! Talk about good. All right. There were 3 side quests. Distress Call. Done did it.
Mm-hmm.
Patel family influences. Done did it.
Yep.
Showing them the ropes. Done did it. We do have the whole attempt as 2 skull bounty. Was that something that you thought we should do?
I think we could just do the main quest.
So venture forth is going to be as a group, choose one of the following, and then proceed to its listed page. Well, there's only one option. So main quest is the Hyde Estate on page 182. I'm going to take a peek at it and see if it's something that we should read or leave for next time.
It's like 10 walls of text.
That's your favorite, though. Oh my god, it is like 10 walls of text. No, it's not so bad. I mean, you don't have it, but I could read it. Oh, wait, where does it start? Oh, no, it starts with a skill check. We could do the skill check.
Sure.
The Hyde estate stood at the what is it going to do? Make a combined presence 45 check with the active group. It's possible to have more than 4 party members at this point in the story. Even if you have more than 4 available, only roll using the active group. Okay. The Hyde estate at the highest point of the city, standing apart from many of other structures thanks to a high stone wall around it. In every other way, it looked identical to the other larger structures, its stone walls coated with the same grime that covered everything else. Unfortunately, the gate was shut when they approached. A pair of guards stood on either side. They didn't look threatening so much as bored, watching the most empty streets and conversing quietly. You sure you don't want to tell them who we are? Zeke asked, meeting Nightingale's eyes. Tell a few guards they have a princess waiting, and we'll be inside in minutes. Nightingale slipped past him, advancing on the door. And risk Balthazar or Yoon getting word of where we went? After Romstead, I think I'll pass. Okay, thanks, bye. Doesn't say that, but it added it. A few more steps, and she was at the gates. The guards snapped to attention at her approach. Their conversation hastily ended. Excuse me. She folded her arms. My friends and I need to see Elias Hyde. I'm afraid you won't be doing that, miss. The guard on her right leaned on his spear, squinting at her from inside his helmet. The Hyde's orders are firm. Unless you've been sent for, you can't cross the threshold. Zeke stepped up beside her, smiling politely at them. How do you know they aren't waiting for us in there right now? Nightingale glanced over at Zeke as anxiety began to rise in the back of her mind. He threw her a look that instantly told her that Zeke was going to just wing it. In other words, Zeke wanted to lie his way in. Sure, Nightingale could do that. Maybe. Okay, so skill check for presence. Do you need to roll what?
2 purple dice.
All right, Jack. 2 purples die.
They have 6 presents.
Pour and favor. We need a combined presence of 45.
I got a total of 10 with Zeke. Rook rolled a total of 12. So that's 22.
They got 12.
Plus 6.
18 on top of your.
22.
So 30, 40. I have a 3.
So you can't fail.
And I rolled a 7. So that's 10. I carried my weight. There's the rolls. There we go. Okay. Success. If they pass, each party member gains 1 XP. Continue to Smooth Talker, page 182.
It's right under it.
That's where the wall of text. Oh. It's actually not that bad, I think, because a character carries the story. Let's do this. What time is it?
It is 11:10.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so we will leave that for next week, and I will update the XP. Okay. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Really appreciate you hanging out with us. It's always fun getting to play Middara with you folks. Make sure during the week to come and join us in our social media spots. You can come follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and come join us in Discord, where we do a lot of talking about Middara. And sometimes...
Anne shows up.
I mean, it's on my phone, and I get the messages, so I do see them. But I do show up sometimes. Yeah, I'm there. Oh! And I'm
Thank you for
there.
the follow.
I love it. And I know that we had our one viewer asking if this was a game that they might find interesting. I hope coming to hang out and check out the game in an interactive show would be something that you found helpful. Joshua, what else is coming up this week?
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have our continuation Twitch Plays Kingdom Death. Going
You
to
guys-
Lantern Year 5. Yeah.
This is another interactive campaign, so if the interactive campaign is something that you folks are interested in and you've had a good time doing, that is a good place to go. You guys are trying to be all official now, your Super Cereal campaign?
Yeah. Where everything's named after cereal.
How many people died last week? Oh,
Just Matt.
You fought the Butcher last week?
Yeah.
And then Matt says that he died because you take all the good armor and give him the hand-me-downs.
No, that's not true, but he did die.
What does your gear grid look like?
Not as good as Twitch's.
That's not what I asked you.
It's decent, but Matt's playing range, which is the character that doesn't need armor because they're supposed to be like away from the monster.
That's not what I asked you.
So he has a good weapon.
You have started off when I asked you what your gear grid looks like.
One of them's like almost
your
empty,
answer,
one of them is decent.
Why are you playing 2 characters?
Because I've always played 2 characters. Like, I play the extra character, and when someone dies, they normally pick up the second character.
So not only do you have all of the great gear, which all you've done is defend yourself for having your great gear, but you play 2 characters. Yeah, so Matt needs some help, guys. So if you come join him tomorrow, Josh has an identity crisis. Yeah. If you come in to chat tomorrow, come help Matt not die. Maybe watch Josh die. It's a lot of fun. What else we got going on?
Then Wednesday, we have our continuation of Feast of Legends, which is watch Josh get Anne and Stephanie out of trouble and help talk them out of things.
No, that's not what it is.
Yeah, you guys just caused all the trouble.
Oh my God! You put a small child in a barrel and made him disappear with 75 heads of lettuce.
I got rid of the trouble.
75 heads of lettuce.
Got rid of the trouble.
All of the burgers.
We went through Red Some Cabins. I got rid of the troublesome innkeeper.
I mean, I helped you.
There are cabins now. Don't have to pay rent. You have a source of income.
Dude, we have to watch Josh get silvers from his barrel for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, that's pretty much what that is. I'm after
Remember where we left off?
Stephanie is trying to convince the prince to do some inappropriate stuff, and then we're supposed to be heading out to the Double Hills
Do you remember what Jack Monterey's doing?
Nobody cares. He's dressing up as a... No, I don't. I'm not. Wednesday's going to be fun.
Then join us next Monday for not Matless Monday Middara's.
What?
That's not what's happening next Monday. Still a Matless Monday, but it's a Matless Monday spotlight. We're going to be showing off the new gruff.
Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, I'm really excited. I'll have to find my polo and be all fanciful.
Yeah, so that's going to be on Monday.
And my gap tooth.
Instead of Middara. And then next Wednesday, we also have the spotlight for the new Red Dragon Inn.
Oh.
2 spotlights next week.
Very, very cool. Very cool.
Which is the Evil Pookie. It's the 50th character they're releasing. For
50th.
50th. 50th.
There's lots of apps though. If you haven't joined us for one of our spotlight sessions, they're a lot of fun. We kind of take the interactive campaign, the interactive format with you folks at home, and we bring you the industry insiders and the people who've made the games. So you get to talk with them, usually chat live, ask lots of questions, and we'll be playing the game, but it's talk and conversion and influence from you folks at home throughout the game, and you folks get to get a first look live into what the game is. Yeah? No? On that note, Joshua, do you have anything else you'd like to tell the fine folks at home?
Anne doesn't spray under her bed.
Thanks, Chase.